What's up, guys? My name is Jomel.
My name's Jarron Gaddis.
And we on the Wannabe Boo podcast bring you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for life. This is episode 55.
55, boys and girls.
Look at that. We got double digits today, 55, and what a podcast episode we have today for you guys. We covered it last year, and we're going to cover it again this year. What do we got today, Jarron?
Was it last year?
Yeah, we did last year. Yeah.
Wait, when did... Was it? I thought it was January. No, you're right. We did it.
Yeah.
What was it in
like February-ish.
No. Well, no, we know it came out today. So sorry beating around the bush. We're going to talk about the results of the anime awards today.
Exactly.
Yay!
Yeah. I just can't get over that, Jarron. Oh my god. Yes, we're going to be talking about the 2018 Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Like we covered last year, we're going to be covering all the categories that we voted for a couple of weeks ago, and we're actually going to see the results of those categories right here for you today. Because as of this recording, the anime awards will be already out and ready for you to view. The live broadcast of that was actually on Saturday, February 16th. So I know Twitch was doing like a streaming partnership with them for during that night. But if you want to follow along with us, you can just pop open the Crunchyroll page, and we'll talk about what we think of the winners and all that. All right.
That's right, boys and girls. So, I guess I'm still going back. When the hell did we talk about this?
What you mean before?
Yes, because it was. Year? I know it was the Monday before the last week of voting.
Yeah.
I don't remember what month that was.
January.
Are you sure it was January? You said we talked about it last year. Or you mean last year of the podcast?
Well, yeah, we also, when we talked about the anime awards last year, we didn't really participate that time because we were kind of late by the time we were talking about that.
Participated?
The last year?
Oh!
Talking about last year,
like the last one. I thought.
Yeah,
no.
Oh,
okay. When we last talked about
the last podcast.
Okay, I got you. I'm on the same page here. I'm on the same episode now.
Yeah, there we go. You gotta jump back a year in advance right now. Yeah,
right,
we talked about. I'm referring to what we talked about last year. Like we talked about just like we talked about last year. We're gonna talk about it again this year.
Yeah.
Of course.
Gotcha.
The awards are there, and it's for us to be amused and to judge others who have judged.
Judge. We're gonna tell you all that you're wrong.
There we go. Control Anime Awards 2018 wrong. But before we get started here, how was your week, Jarron? How are you?
Not great. Fucking my mouth hurts like a bitch. Well, okay, it doesn't hurt that much anymore anyway. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned it last podcast.
Not recalling anything.
My wisdom teeth pulled.
Oh, you did not mention this. I didn't know about
really?
This. Nope.
Well, got my wisdom teeth pulled.
Wow. Did you
have not a pleasant experience?
Did you have one of those moments of just euphoria of being on what is that? The drug is escaping me.
I don't know what it's called, but I call it the happy gas. And no, unfortunately, no. They just numbed my mouth and went at it.
Oh, that's it. They kind
of. I was
like,
awake for the whole thing.
Damn. So they just
awake
gassed.
And well aware.
They gassed you up. They gassed you up and plucked you out. All right.
No, they didn't gas me. They injected.
Oh.
Something in my mouth.
Well, that's a pleasant feeling.
It wasn't. Well, it didn't hurt.
It's just obviously
feeling. You couldn't feel any of the pain. It numbed all of the pain, but you could still feel all the pressure.
I can imagine, like the muscles kind of just contracting and all that naturally.
Muscles contracting, them shoving into your mouth, literally pulling the teeth out. It was not pleasant. It doesn't hurt. It was just a really weird experience. And then for the rest of the day, I couldn't talk because my mouth was numb. I didn't know whether or not I was drooling.
I see. Well, it sounds like you're doing fine now.
I am, but
speaking ability.
It's just a little sore.
Okay, well that's good.
So
that's good.
I need some more ibuprofen.
Yeah, right. You gotta pop those things in there and get you some lean.
That's right.
That's good.
How
That
about you,
was
Jamal? What was your week like? I doubt you had your teeth pulled.
no, not at all. That was probably I didn't see. I wasn't even expecting that, but no, I've been pretty good so far. I've been pretty good. Still working on taxes because taxes are still a bitch.
Fun, fun, fun.
Remember, guys, always do your taxes because I work my hardest to make sure you guys get your W
Yeah,
twos.
he does work his hard.
But other than that, we're actually moving to a new building this week, so
Hmm.
yeah, that's gonna be nice. It's
Oh
gonna
yeah, I
be
remember you talking about that.
Yeah, we're gonna be moving to a nicer building with all the fun stuff, all the liquor, arcades, and the golf
Yeah.
course. And well, there's no arcade, but there's like a little putt course on one of the floors,
Oh, a
like
putt course? What the fuck?
pretty much like a mini golf floor, essentially. There's a
Huh.
floor specifically that has a section of that floor be like it's like a little putting. So about it, we call it the mini golf floor because all you do is putt.
Right.
But that was pretty good so far. And just like all the other normies out there and adventurers out there, I also delved my toes in to Apex Legends a while
Oh,
ago.
you degenerate. My friends have abandoned me in playing Final Fantasy 14, and they're playing that.
Oh, really? Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. It's actually a really interesting battle royale. If you
No.
like, are you just not into the whole battle royale system?
Look, here's how I feel about Battle Royale. When I think of Battle Royale, I think something like Hunger Games, right?
Right.
Because I didn't see the original Battle Royale Japanese movie where a bunch of high schoolers beat the shit out of each other. I saw fucking Hunger Games, which it was based off of.
Oh, I don't know. I was not aware of that, but okay.
Yeah. Well, no, you do know about that, Jomel. Remember
Do
when
I?
we went over to Nicole's house and we were talking about it?
Japanese battle royale. It doesn't ring a bell. I mean, maybe if I see a picture or something. I can't. I don't recall.
Look it up.
anything.
Look it up later.
All right.
But I expect it had what you needed. You drop in, you find your loot, and you fight each other. That's fine.
Right.
But guns are so fucking stupid. It's like, oh, I aim and shoot, and now you're dead. Oh no, there's no. Oh, I see you. I gotta maneuver and then get right next to you and then cha 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 with my sword or knife, or you can have a bow, sure, whatever, or magic. That's fine, but fuck you and your guns. Like, oh, it's where's the strategy? I'm just gonna shoot you. So all I gotta do is just shoot you, nothing else. Then I move on and shoot the next person.
Oh, if you live long enough to get to that person.
Right,
Excuse
that's
me.
also true. I mean, you can argue, well, yeah, you gotta drop in, you gotta find the correct loot, you gotta make sure you manage your abilities right, coordinate with your team. No, it literally just boils down to shoot that person, and then you win.
Yeah, essentially.
Unlike this new game that's coming out called Spell. Oh fuck, what is it called? Spellbound, spell something. It's
I
like
think I know
a,
what you're talking about.
it's
Spellcast or something.
yeah. It's like a battle mage battle royale where it's not like 100 people. It's like maybe 10 or 11 or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
You get all these cool like nuclear spells and shit where you can like fling ice spikes across the fucking map. You can throw growing boulders as they fucking fly through the sky and get bigger and bigger and then explode when they hit the ground. You can hit that boulder with a fire spell to turn into a meteor. You can make fucking firewalls, poison tornadoes, shit like that. That's cool. That's a battle royale. We don't need this other BS.
Do you mean just standard shooters?
Yeah, standard shooters. It's
Oh.
when I first saw gameplay of it, I literally thought, "Oh, this is Call of Duty." But instead, you have it's I'll give it its a benefit of the doubt. It is the first good hero shooter
Mhm.
battle royale. Sorry, Realm Royale, you fucking sucked.
Mhm.
But so it's successful there,
Mhm.
and
I mean-
I argue that the only reason it's popular, similar to Fortnite, is because it's free.
Yeah, there's that. And I think also just a studio behind it too. I mean, these are the people that did Titanfall. I mean, I guess there was a small following of that. So
I mean, yeah, the Titanfall developers are good, but I have to shit on it because it's a battle royale.
of course, of course. But if people want to like shit on you, John, for your opinion, even though you're right, what do you think they can find you to like shit on you with?
If you want to shit on me, you can find us on Facebook and or Twitter. Just search Wannabeeboo. That's WANNA BEABOO. Remember, on Twitter, on Facebook, or you can search that same thing on YouTube. Or to listen to us talk shit about the things you like, you can find us on YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio. Did I already say iHeartRadio? I feel like I did.
I don't
Listen
know.
Notes, the Stitcher app, and the other place that might have picked us up as a podcast or RSS feed or our RSS feed. Yeah.
Well, there we go. Yeah. So if you guys have any problems with him, well, any of us really, you can just try to talk to us. Please, we want to talk to you guys,
Yeah.
or yell at you. I don't know, depending what comes first. But let's get straight right. Let's get straight right into the anime awards, because this is we like last time. That was a long ass episode, so hopefully we can just kind of cut through this and see just the results. You know what I mean?
Well, it's because we don't have to talk about more than just one anime per category, so
That's
it
true.
shouldn't take
Yeah,
that long.
that's true. Definitely. All right. Well, Jerome, kick us off right now. So with 2018 Crunchyroll Anime Award winners.
2018 Crunchyroll Anime Awards presented by Devil May Cry 5.
The results.
The results. So, first category we have is Best Protagonist. I don't remember the nominees from before, but the person that won, or slime that won,
Yo,
it was Rimuru Tempest from That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Now, I fully agree with this. Rimuru is I don't know if I want to say unique character, but he's a very down-to-earth, relatable character.
Yeah, really.
He's not that blank slate bullshit that, a lot of
isekai
animes like to do.
Or like isekai main protagonists do like to do sometimes, especially within the genre itself.
I would say in the no, some still do it, like that smartphone one, the one where he goes into I guess goes into what the fuck was it called? The one where he was messing with like the Greek gods and stuff. I don't know. He brings like a katana to Greece or some shit. I don't care. Anyway, there's the bland main characters like, oh yeah, me, I'm my harem and me, and I'm cool and blah, like Kirito, or you're like you're like a character from No Game No Life, or Rimuru Tempest, or
even Naofumi from Shield Hero,
or even now for me from Shield Hero. Now you could argue he's a little bland. He's just like your standard
like edgelord,
but he's getting better because he's finding love.
Exactly. I mean, it's not his fault.
People love him.
His edgelordness wasn't necessarily his fault, By the way, a video about that in the description down below.
Yeah, boys. Our boy Jomel's keeping the TV channel, WBA TV channel up and alive. I'll be doing one soon. I wanted to do a Valentine's Day episode, but I didn't know what subject to do other than how lonely we are. So I figured no one really wanted to hear that. But expect something soon.
All
right. So yes, I do agree with Rimuru Tempest being the best protagonist, because he is someone that you just kind of want to root for. It's fun to watch.
All right. Next up on the list here is best antagonist. All for One from My Hero Academia, season 3.
I don't agree with this one.
I'm sort of on the fence, just because there wasn't enough times where All for One was around to be an antagonist. You know what I mean?
Right. Now he's a great villain. Now if it was like not necessarily antagonist but best villain, I would give it to him, because he is a very good textbook villain.
Yeah, definitely.
My world order is I rule, and I'm gonna make sure good is stamped out, and I'm just an evil piece of shit because I'm an evil piece of shit.
All powerful and just does whatever the fuck he wants.
Right, all powerful, menacing. Like when Deku and Ko first saw him, they fucking froze up, could barely breathe just because of his looming presence. And that's cool. That's great, but just being a good villain does not necessarily make you a good antagonist. I mean, he's a good antagonist to All Might,
right?
Because that's his villain. But that doesn't, All Might's not the main character.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really an antagonist to Deku. I mean, he kind of is.
Well, I mean, there
But
hasn't been any direct. I feel like an antagonist has to have some direct confrontation against the main character.
right, and the only real antagonist that Deku's dealt with was Mr. Hands,
Yeah.
who's I guess is all from one's quote unquote son.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the same way that All Might raised Deku, All for One raised Mr. Hands.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I just don't agree with that one. He's not a protagonist antagonist. He's a good antagonist for All
The
Might,
world. Oh yeah.
the opposite to his blinding justice. So I mean, if you're going with that, then sure, but not a good main antagonist. No,
Yeah, definitely. But that's our opinion.
no, that's a
Going up.
fact.
That's true. Coming up here is best boy.
That's the boy.
Best boy. We got Izuku Deku Midoriya from My Hero Academia season 3.
I don't agree with this one either.
Do you remember the nominations for this one?
I don't. I want to find it. I mean, we talked about it last time.
Yeah.
It's just I don't. He's just Deku is a great. He's a great shonen main character. You know, he's our underdog boy. He gets entrusted with this superpower that he doesn't really know how to control. And we watch him grow with it. And if you're reading the manga, shit really just started hitting the fan. Not so much like oh no drastic plot, but oh no drastic power stuff. Now I don't want to tell you what it is because it's they're not gonna get to it in the anime anytime soon. But Deku, like as a personality, he's cute.
Oh, okay. I got the nominations. So
where do you go for the nomination?
I mean here I'll send you a link to it right now.
All
but
right.
our fucking guy Kotaro Tatsumi, our Zombieland Saga guy, he was part of the nominations.
What? How did he lose to fucking Deku? Deku is, I mean, he barely has Deku has a personality, but it's nowhere near as good as fucking.
Other than that, we also had
Tatsumi's.
Other than that, we also had Sakuto from Bunny Girl Senpai.
Right, there's no way. See,
and even Joe from Megalobox.
See, okay, I can understand beating Joe because Joe is blank slate as possible. Think about it. He's a good character in the sense that he's that stoic, always fighting for his dream.
I mean, I feel like I could have picked him over Deku. Just me personally though.
I mean,
if it had to become between those two, I'd probably just pick Joe, just because. I mean, well, I guess he could have sort of in the same category as like Deku, except in this case he's your standard what is it sports kind of main character where he's like fighting determination and just that fiery spirit against his rival or whoever it may be.
Right, and
punches way through everything.
You can argue Deku has something similar. The fiery spirit to fight on to his dream, and that's fine. Tie it in with he's smart and he's a crybaby.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess those count as personalities.
That's it. That's literally it. He's shonen main character. He's a crybaby and he's smart. What else?
In terms of the nominations,
in terms of nominations, you got fucking Tatsumi over here. He's fucking that fucking voice. That boy, that man, had so much personality in episode 1 than Deku could possibly ever have in 16 more seasons of his own show. I'm sorry, I like Deku, but this was based purely on popularity of the anime itself, not of the actual character.
Mm-hmm. And going back a little bit too, for best antagonists, we had Yuri from Megalobox, Ryo Asuka from Devilman Crybaby, All for One, Momonga, Overlord 3, Tsurumi from Golden Kamuy, and Akane from SSSS Gridman.
I'm pretty sure we said before that Satan, Yuri, and Akane were better antagonists than fucking All for One.
Yeah.
Purely because they were antagonists to our main characters.
Right, exactly. They are essentially directly involved with our main character's development, if so to speak.
And if anything, another good antagonist, like a good antagonist, almost creates a protagonist, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or vice versa. But I'd say a good antagonist creates a protagonist, whereas Yuri, you know, Joe wasn't doing shit with his life until he met Yuri, and then he started like, I want to be the best box, you know. Yuri should have won. Fuck you.
Right. Well, going further down, best girl. Well, at least we have
Okay,
the
this
world,
one I can agree with.
the world can agree with this. At least we can agree with this
Right.
with the world.
Fucking my Sakurajima from Bunny Girl Senpai, the Bunny Girl Senpai herself, has won best girl. Now,
I do not disagree with this choice at all.
I don't disagree. I still go for my girl.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuka from
Well, I'm talking about in terms of nominations, though.
not Fuka. That's not
in terms of nominations. We had I mean, the best. I mean, I agree with this, though. You know, best girl definitely has to go to Anzu.
Oh yeah, Anzu. That's best daughter NA. There's not too much other competition. I mean, everybody else I'm sure is great, but like Anzu's wholesomeness is off this fucking world.
Definitely. Now, but yeah, good job, guys.
Yep,
Coming up next.
Good job, my fucking next up.
Coming up next year is best opening sequence, and this one I was spoiled about this one, but I was actually really surprised about.
I wouldn't have expected. Well, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's very artistic. The music's good.
Well, I mean, to say what it is, it's Darling the Frank's Kiss of Death, by Mika Nakashima and Hyde. To Toshifumi Akai with storyboards by Atsushi Nishigori. So I was actually really surprised about that opening sequence.
Well, I mean,
I guess
we talked about it before. Gretsuko's opening, while good, was too short, not enough happening. JoJo's wasn't as fantastic as we expect it to be from a JoJo show.
Right.
Kakaguri had great music, had great visuals, but the music wasn't great. And then, Pop Team Epic and what's it called? What is it called? The one Watakoi, yeah. Their openings were really good, especially Pop Team Epic's. Great visuals and great sound. While Watakoi had great sound, not bad visuals. It's just, I'm fine with Darling and Frank's winning, but I definitely still think Pop Team Epic should have won. There's no.
Yeah, that's definitely something I'd probably agree with you with. I think we both voted on that one too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we did. I believe we did.
Yeah, but I'm actually I'm sort of happy too. Like Darling the Frank still has presence in it, even though because this was really early on. That was a series early on during the year too. So
that's true.
I'm glad that I'm glad, even Pop Team Epic too. I'm glad that these early 2018 series are still being considered within this entire award ceremony.
Now hold on. All right. Best ending now. This is false. 100%. What are you even doing? Are you serious?
Oh man, especially with the category with the nominations we have.
So best ending sequence went to fucking Attack on Titan season 3, Katsuki's No Requiem, Linked Horizon, Masaki by Masaki Tachibana. Not saying it's a bad song, not saying the visuals were bad, but you had the likes of the ending from fucking Megalobox. Are you serious? That rap sequence was amazing. Maybe not much visually going on if you want to take some negatives there, but that fucking song was top notch.
Or even the fucking beautiful voice of Eimer for a refrain. Again, this is just a bias thing, but again, one of my favorite artists, but also one of those fairly known named ones, next to like Lisa or next to what's her name again? Lisa. There's Eimer, and then I'll even lump her in with Katawa. Hiroki Sawano. Hiroki Sawano.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sawano, isn't it? Yeah, Hiroki Sawano.
I mean, other than trying to jerk off my imaginary waifu, fucking it also beat more than anything else both Fooly Cooly endings. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? In what world is this better than any of those? Any of those? I don't understand. I mean, I understand that Revere and the Starlight didn't win, even though it had creative endings where each character sung the ending theme in a slightly different style. That's fine. That's creative. Not that interesting of a song or visuals. That's based on popularity. Fuck you.
I mean, couldn't you say this entire awards is sort of based on popularity in terms of this is open up to a public?
Yeah, but like,
public vote.
But that's the problem. People don't know shit.
Is that it? You're just gonna overthrow everyone else's decision.
I'm overthrowing absolutely everybody because you're not looking at it objectively. You gotta listen to every single thing. You gotta
under what authority, Jarron? Under us,
my authority.
The
my
wannabe
supreme, the wannabe seal of approval. You did not get it until you have to know every single candidate. You have to know their entire backstory. You got to know where they grew up. You got to know all that before you can make an educated guess.
I think it was sort of a situation where it sounds good, click, and
No, it was like, oh, I watched Attack on Titan because it's a mainstream anime. I don't know what any of those other animes are, so I'm gonna click Attack on Titan. That's what it was.
We can't always blame ignorance.
I blame the normies.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to defend the normies, but at the same time, I don't necessarily enjoy their presence on our platform as well. But inclusive, right? We're trying to be all inclusive.
Yeah, we're trying to be inclusive. I like you normies because we can teach you, we can grow you, we can mold you from the wee babies that you are.
But don't start making big decisions.
And right. You're still a baby here. You don't need to be making any decisions. Wait until you're matured, you're seasoned. Your degeneracy level is not high enough to be have any real opinions here.
You need a minimum of 100 animes to be able to vote.
minimum of
100 animes watched throughout your lifetime.
Exactly.
That's our fucking that's our quota right there.
But yeah, so don't agree with that one.
Yeah, definitely not. Best VA. At least we have some justice here, Jarron. My god.
Yeah, this makes sense. Best voice actor was fucking by Mamoru Miyano. He voiced Kataru Tatsumi from Zombieland Saga. We talked about him before with Best Boy. That was the best voice actor performance that I have seen in a very long time. Maybe out of any anime that I've seen. I don't know.
Definitely. There's so much. These a lot of I can probably agree that a lot of these voice actors go through a lot in terms of training.
Oh yeah.
But he took us to the whole new level. He was even more. If this makes any sense, he was more. What's his face?
Halloween Kilma than Halloween Kilma.
Yeah, exactly. He became he ascended Halloween Kilma at this point.
He became Kotaro Tatsumi.
Exactly.
He became the ultimate.
Tatsumi is the ultimate Steins Gate. He is the Steins Gate at this point.
Right.
So I'm really glad. I'm actually really happy about this.
Mm-hmm. So pretty sure we both voted on best voice actor.
We had
best voice actor.
We didn't even try bothering with. I remember that. I remember this nomination too because we were like, "There's no competition." We just both voted straight away. We talked about the other ones, but we were like, "Nope, straight decision right here." I mean, he even went as far after the first two episodes of Zombieland Saga. He made a promo video of him cosplaying as his character, speaking in that voice. That's a lot of dedication right there in just your character.
Absolutely fucking amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So, even against my own favorite voice actress, Mamoru-sama, you take the cake.
Take my virginity.
Oh, God. He probably will with that voice. Nice bird.
Next up, we have Best Voice Actor in English. Now, I did have very little exposure to this person. Christopher R. Sabat won with his performance with All Might in all of My Hero Academia. He's pretty good. He does a pretty good All Might.
Mm-hmm. And with my exposure, I've had a little bit more exposure, so far, just because I'll run into English dubs or some ungodly reason. But yeah, he does a really good like English interpretation of how All Might's blinding justice character is like. So he's done a really good job. And just looking at the other nominations, I guess I'd say he has like the most believable, I guess you would say, representation of their character.
Because we've talked about it before about like overacting a character and stuff like that, and you have your character that they supposed to have a certain personality, and we understand that. So, like for example, Bakugo. I haven't heard his English voice actor, which I need to because, the problem that we personally had later on in these categories is that we didn't consume enough. So at a certain point, we just didn't vote because we didn't have enough information. Like you should if you haven't watched any of the fucking anime. Anyway, I don't think I voted. Did I? I might have voted. I don't remember. So I might be a hypocrite here. But if I did, then that was a mistake. I shouldn't have voted because I didn't have enough information.
I think I might have voted All Might just because he was the only one I mean, I had a lot of exposure from a lot of these except what's her name? From Agretico, Erica Mendez. That's the only character I was not exposed to. I was very familiar with all the other voice actors and actresses in terms of their roles, and I think I might have voted All Might, but I know my decision was going towards All Might just because of
I think you did vote All Might. Yeah, and I voted fucking
Walgren.
Kari Walgren, yeah.
Because at least in my opinion, Sabat did a he did a really good All Might. He executed All Might really well.
He gave it the perfect amount of flair without going doing too much.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't seem too forced in terms of characterization of All Might.
Right.
So
next up,
I'm not upset with that.
Yeah, not too bad with that. Again, granted, I can't have enough of opinion on that, so I'll concede that to you, Jomel.
Best director.
So we got best director, and I do agree with this one. I think I did vote. Did I vote Devilman? I don't know. No, I think I voted either Megalobox or Violet Evergarden for this one. Or no, maybe I did do Devilman. I don't remember. But yeah, Devilman Crybaby won best director. Masaaki.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you would pronounce it. Masaaki.
Yeah, I think so.
Yuasa directed this, and if you haven't seen Devilman Crybaby, that's an adventure to take, but only if you're ready. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's like it deserves its spot for because it was very well directed. Its art direction was amazing. It was just a lot.
Well, I guess it's well deserved then, especially if the director was able to compile a lot of that story into. I mean, how many episodes was it? Like,
I think it was a regular 12, maybe 10.
Really? Okay. So, and it's even more impressive seeing that's a lot of story to pack into 10 or 12 episodes.
Again, especially since he's basically rebooting an old anime from the fucking, the dinosaur age.
Right. When anime first was invented.
Right.
That's when the world started to end as well.
Oh yeah. Now next up we have is best anime.
Now I'm actually really happy about this one because personally there's no competition because the best anime one best animation was Violet Evergarden by Studio Kyoto Animation.
Yeah, it wasn't even fair.
Yeah, exactly.
If I look back, yeah, no, it wasn't. Again, everything else was good, but definitely not.
Trying to look for
to that level
nominations. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. Like I know you and I we had I think you and I had it's either that one or there's also Megalobox because Megalobox had that kind of rustic,
the old style, the rustic feel, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. But definitely, I'm really happy. I'm definitely on top of whatever Kyoto Anime is doing, just because they're always constantly trying to up themselves. It's always these top 5 or top 4 or something like Kyoto Anime, Trigger, What's the other one?
Uh,
Ufotable.
Foldable.
Um, what's PA Works is another good one as
Yeah,
well.
that's true. That's true. It's true.
Really,
Madhouse.
Madhouse is really
Bones.
yeah. These two also have been coming up like
Mhm.
really upping their games up lately too. But
Yeah.
I mean, congrats Violet Evergarden. You definitely won best animation, but you also won the hearts of many with your tear jerking stories.
With your episode fucking 10. Fucking
Again, I did not.
annihilated me.
Again,
Annihilated me.
I might be a monster because I did not cry in any of these episodes.
It was just too much. It was literally too much for me. I was literally almost to the point where I was sobbing.
Oh man, okay. I wish I could have been there to see it. But it's okay. It's okay. Good job, Violet Evergarden. Studio Kyoto Annie. We're always there to support you.
That's right.
Next up, best film.
Now I know for a fact I didn't vote on this because I didn't see enough of the movies that were on here.
Yeah, I only saw like two, the two out of the six.
Actually, I don't think I
So.
saw any of them.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah, that's why I didn't vote because I didn't see any of them.
Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't.
But
I don't think I voted either, just because I was like, two out of the six in general.
yeah.
So.
Now, My Hero Academia: Two Heroes by Studio Bones won, and once again, I do not agree with this one, even though I didn't see any of the others.
Mhm.
I can tell right off the bat. Again, I love My Hero Academia. Don't get me wrong. It is a good show. It is a good series. It has great animation. But in terms of just film power, no.
Mhm. Oh yeah, a film in itself it has to be able to carry itself without any baggage, I guess you'd say.
Right.
Maybe.
It's not.
Because are you trying to go off of like an original movie in a sense, like kind of a movie with its own story without having
Well,
to
I don't.
piggyback
I don't.
off
I want to give
another.
it. I want to be fair and say that I might have made the point before that saying that it's not. I don't think it's not a good idea for. How do I want to say it? You were about to say it before, Jomel. Formulate my thoughts
Um,
for me.
um, Having films carry the baggage of of its underlying series in a sense,
Yeah,
like
it's not
having a
really
history before having the history before the film itself.
right, right, right. That's the thing. Having a history before kind of gives you an. I don't want to say an unfair advantage. I guess it's an advantage and disadvantage. Advantage is that you have something to build on really easily.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage in that uh, you have an expected max and minimum. It can only be so good
Yeah,
because
that's true.
if it's it has to be better than a regular episode in a series, obviously. Um, so you kind of expect it to pack a lot of that in, but again, it's only going to be so good.
Right. And I think the only way you could have something like that is if you did a like a remake or a sense, just like with Mazinger Z. That was one of the movies, because Mazinger
Mm,
Z Infinity was sort of a remake in a sense of the original
right.
Mazinger series. So you can play it like that, but you have two other series here, like Liz and the Blue Bird. That's a spin off. If I'm correct, that should be. Wait, is that a spin off of the That should be a spin-off of
I could not tell you.
Unison. You fuck, it's that music anime. Euphonium. Yeah,
Is it really?
Euphonium anime.
Yeah.
Because I do remember that film coming out, and then Euphonium anime and
Huh.
movie.
Well, I didn't know that.
Was it? I'm gonna have to look into it. But go on, John, with your point.
Well, I was gonna say that, like, so compared to like fireworks or the night is short, walk on girl,
Mm-hmm.
by one by Shaft, one by the same people that did Science Saru, who do very artistic anime. It's like the stories that they craft to fit their art
Mm-hmm.
is something to behold. Now, maybe you can say I'm playing favoritism with certain studios, but they deserve it. Now, again, I'm not saying Bones is bad. I'm not saying My Hero Academia is bad. It's a good movie by all means, but it just there's no way it could have held an actual candle to fireworks or uh, really any of the others. maybe Liz and the Bluebird because it's a spin-off movie,
Yeah,
and I don't,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
So confirm. I want to confirm that it is a spin-off movie from the Hibiki Euphonium series.
okay.
So
So I mean, again, only so good. It just, it's just, I don't. It's again, I go back to my original point. No one's seen any of the other movies, but they
mhm.
saw My Hero Academia, and
Right.
that's why they voted.
So you're gonna go with the whole just
Not
popular by name in a
popular
sense.
by name, not enough information on the other shows. This is why I didn't. I know I didn't vote in this category because I didn't see. I actually didn't see any of the movies. I just
Mm-hmm.
know a lot about the um the My Hero movie because I've seen a ton of clips of it.
Right. I think we actually had the same discussion last year, except it might have been a different category, but relatively about uh the popular vote as opposed to like actually being aware of all the other nominees kind of
Right.
thing.
But I mean, you have I guess you can you also have to I guess we also have to understand is that, no one's gonna not everyone is going to be meticulous and look into everything to make a full educated guess. That's just not
Yeah,
how people work.
that's true. Especially if you have like, a public voting poll like this
Right, exactly. People are gonna vote popularity, which didn't, and I'm gonna call it out every single fucking time. But
every year.
every damn year I'm gonna call it out. You're gonna get tired of it until it stops fucking happening.
Well, there we go. But we'll do what we can. We have to do what we can, I guess.
Yeah. But
I don't know what
congratulations, Bones, on the popularity vote.
yeah.
Not saying that you're bad, but
You know,
just
you
saying.
had some good run ups. That should
Right, right,
be
right.
fairly uh um I lost the word, but you had some pretty good nominees that should have also been equally as potential winners.
Right. All right. Next up, oh my god,
Best character design. Oh,
fucking
okay.
you.
You want to do
Oh
it,
my.
Duran? You want to do it? I want you to do it. I want you to do it.
The best character design goes to JoJo Bizarre's Adventures Golden Wind from Takahiro Kishida.
And looking at the nominations, oh my god.
All right, look, I will give JoJo credit where it is due. They do
Mhm.
have very unique characters. I will give them that, but that's all I'm giving them.
But for best character design,
Best character design. You know what? Fine, fair. JoJo does deserve it. Fine.
oh really? Okay.
I'm saying this because if you look closely at the characters Giorno and all and his fucking ragtag groups of pieces of shit, they do look fly. They do look stylish. They do look unique. Each and
Mhm.
every single one of them. You look
I,
at Gretsuko, cute,
mm,
but it's a red raccoon in a business suit. Violet Evergarden is a beautiful anime, but the design of each character left a lot to be desired, and Violet's not very unique outside of her Full Metal Alchemist feel.
if anything, it's more realism. If anything.
Right, more realism as anything. Megalobox, well, I do like Joe. It's there's nothing really unique about him other than his fro and being brown. Like,
Right.
Devilman Crybaby, again, very weird looking anime. Uh, the art style gave to the design of the characters a lot. Gave them a lot. Devilman himself looked really good when the main character was transformed into him. Satan
Mhm.
looks great in human form and in Satan form. I
Mhm.
guess the demons look great, but the negative of the art style is that when shit's happening, things don't look that. They look artsy, but not good.
Like it's
They
not
look
cleaned
good
up.
artsy, but bad for anything else. There's just too much happening.
Nice. Like we're going like Naruto Shippuden, like levels of insanity
Yeah,
when shit goes down.
yeah. And then Zombieland Saga, while it's cute that it made it here, characters are cute, but not.
Yeah, I think you and I had a discussion about this, where it's more so like you can recognize characters off of just their like silhouette in a sense,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So I would have to go give it to JoJo just because like they really take the time to like give each character like their own kind of silhouette in a sense.
Right. Their own feel, their own history just by looking at them.
Exactly.
But that's all I'm giving them. Never anything else.
Well, good
Unless
job,
they win Best
JoJo's.
Character Design next year, I'll give it to them then. That's again, this is the only place I'll give it to them ever.
Well, good job, JoJo's. Won the hearts of many.
And then,
Okay.
or maybe we should
Want to say that? Want
actually
to say that
save
for like
anime
really
for the year
last?
for last.
Yeah, let's save anime for the year for last. Sorry for blue balling you guys.
Yeah, we.
I mean, if you're not keeping up.
early drum roll.
Yeah, that's okay. But we're gonna skip over that and go to best fight scene.
All right, best fight scene was All for One versus All Might in My Hero Academia season 3. Now,
Let's see. Going with the nominations here.
let's see if I can. Where the fuck is it?
Yeah,
Here
it's
it
not
is.
necessarily order, but
Now, I do not agree with this.
really, how so?
I mean, I guess it kind of feels like we're just bashing on My Hero. Because I don't want it to seem like that, because I genuinely like My Hero. I love that show. I love the characters, love everything about it. But it's just there's a
it's more so a collective a lot of it is good for a lot of reasons. It's not just for one specific reason.
right. If you point out a single thing, it pales in comparison of other things. So it won best fight. The All from One versus One for All fight was good, but it just boiled down to them shooting air at each other and then punching, which is fine. It was hype. But compared to the Naruto Sasuke fight, are you kidding me?
Because I think you and I were more so going towards technicality, right? Actual fighting in a sense.
See, there's technicality and then animating the fight, where you get every single detail, and the animes that did that were really all of them did that, but it's like
even the Hinamatsuri fight even got a little bit detailed.
Got really detailed, but that was a joke fight, so you can't really give it anything. It was funny, but that's it. Dragon Ball Z Jiro versus Goku is good, but unfortunately Dragon Ball Z boils down to, hey, I punch faster than you, or I shoot the bigger blast.
Or in that case, you don't even punch anymore. You just start teleporting, and that's Ultra Instinct.
Right, you just start teleporting, and then you just take damage. You just literally start removing the fight at its core.
They're moving faster on.
Right, they're moving so fast you can't see. The Yami versus Lich, didn't see it, so I can't judge that one. And then Satan versus Devilman was good, because it was just, again, the art style lends a lot to it. The way everything moved, and the way how the fight transpired with, again, I said it last time, Devilman punching, getting his limbs ripped off, and then other demons jump into him and letting him use their bodies to continue to attack. That was cool. But none of them get to the level that fucking Naruto Sasuke versus whoever the fuck they were fighting got to. That was just Momoshiki. The detail, it's there. It's too deep. It's so you see every single punch, fight, swing, flip, everything. There's no jump cuts. There's nothing. There's no when they need to pan to see to see each character. How they'll do the jump cuts back and forth to see characters. No, it's like they pan around just to follow them as they fight. They'll jump cut to like show you the reactions or something like that.
Even those little, those little moments where like Sasuke's using his shouting gun, where you can see his eye move as well.
Yeah.
During those moments, like those were that's a good example of like that technicality or that level of detail that is a good fight scene.
Tasty, beautiful. It was fresh. Now, Giguk, he's a YouTuber. He made the argument that a good fight scene is not only good in its animation, but also in the meaning behind the fight itself. And
right. Otherwise, you just be kind of fighting for no reason.
Otherwise, you just kind of fight. You can. I wouldn't say fighting for no reason, but like the more feeling behind a fight, the more hype it is, even if the animation itself isn't great.
Right.
and there was a lot of feeling behind the All Might versus All for One fight. But I would argue it also had, there was similar feeling to the Satan versus Devilman fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a lot at stake, to say the least.
Yeah, true.
Even though I guess I don't want to spoil it because I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was a lot. And in particular, the Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki fight didn't have the feeling either, because it was more so, hey, we need to protect our village from this fucker dude. All right, so let's do it. And then they relied on their 10 out of 10 top-notch animation to carry them.
Mm-hmm.
And this, if you had to choose one where you're gonna throw in your shitty techno rainbow lights too, you're gonna put it to the Naruto versus Sasuke fight. And I definitely think animation alone it should have won, but if we were just gonna go pure off feeling, then Satan versus fucking Devilman should have won.
Oh, really? Even if it was like pure passion behind the fights?
Pure passion. Cause again, it was just them shooting air at each other. There was no technique. They were just punching and shooting air at each other. That's
and there's
it.
also some good monologuing as well.
There was great monologue. Yes, okay. That's another thing. All Might is said the simplest, but one of my favorite lines of anything. Like when I read it in the manga, I couldn't wait to see it animated, and it was just as good reading the manga when it was animated. When he's like, all for one's like, oh, you call that a punch, whatever, blah, 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 enemy taunt. And then All Might's like, I just didn't put my back into it. And then fucking annihilated. And I was like, oh my God. like, just that line alone fucking set me off. I just didn't put my back into it. And then fucking boom, baby. It was great. And maybe you can say one because of that. Sure. But like, if I just had to choose if you just rip them away from their anime, no passion at all. Naruto versus Sasuke, and the Sasuke one. The Naruto one. Or Boruto one, technically, because it's from Boruto.
Well, I mean, they were both in the movies. I mean, it was in the movie as well as the series.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, don't necessarily agree on terms of actual fighting, but I guess the passion was there.
Mm-hmm.
Also popular vote, go fuck yourself.
Next up we have here is the best continuing series, and the winner we have here is Dragon Ball Super by Toei Animation.
Now look, I don't count Magus Bride because that ended. I don't know why that was ever a nominee.
Right.
Black Clover I don't like, period, so I'm not even going to talk about it. I didn't see March Comes In Like a Lion, so I can't say anything about it, though it's by Shaft, so
it was also over too, so
yeah, it also ended. So the real competition was really between Boruto, One Piece, Black Clover, and Dragon Ball. Now if you want to go by pure popularity, sure, maybe Dragon Ball won, because it's popular all over the world, whereas One Piece is mostly popular in Japan. Boruto sucks outside of its fights.
And Black Clover has a special place in hell for you.
Yeah, Black Clover is just a piece of shit. So I understand why Dragon Ball won, but I would personally have gone with One Piece because there's still a plot instead of, Dragon Ball Super's. Let me sum it up for you. Old enemy shows up. We punch him. What happened to the after Frieza?
After Frieza?
There's a tournament. We're gonna punch him.
Oh yeah.
There's a big buff guy. We're gonna punch him, and then that's it. There was no other rhyme or reason for it. Oh, or maybe our universe is in trouble. Oh, he's gonna destroy the planet. Okay, whatever. Regular, everyday, blah. Who cares? One Piece is like, hey, why are you punching this guy? It's not just to punch him or because he's threatening us. No, it's because, in terms of the most recent arc, is because our friend, who's the prince of this entire fucking island after he escaped to become a goddamn chef, we have to punch him, our friend, because he has loyalty to his fucking royal family. So now we have this fucking super passion charged fight because of blah 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 whatever. Or let's take a step back. Sometimes it's definitely, oh, we got to save him, so we're gonna punch him. But like, they fucking hit it hard sometimes. It's fucking because they're well, they might be protagonists, they're still pirates. They got their thing.
Mm-hmm.
But and then Boruto sucks. So, but fine, Dragon Ball can win.
I mean, my only experience is with Dragon Ball entirely. I kind of dropped off of the One Piece wagon years ago.
I don't blame you.
So
I do not blame you.
all I know is that there's a time skip, and after that, things the sea just got more deeper.
Yeah, no, they it's almost done, quote unquote.
Is it? Oh yeah, isn't the
It's
isn't the manga
3/4
supposed to
done.
be
I
dead?
think he said.
Yeah, isn't the manga supposed to be done by now?
No,
Almost, no.
the manga's 3/4 done.
Oh, I see.
It's on its last fourth.
I see. All right. Well.
So yeah, guess congrats to Dragon Ball. Wouldn't have given it to you personally, but
Mhm.
I'm not terribly upset that you won because you're popular and this one's best continuing series. So that's that's I guess more subjective than any of the other ones because you could argue best voice acting talent is heavily objective and based on blah 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 whatever.
Mhm.
Best show in general is more subjective if anything. So I'll give it to him.
I mean, I don't know what's the next one here. Did we vote on an industry icon? I don't think we did.
No, that one that's just
Is that just like
a nod, a heads up.
Oh, okay. Because I don't.
Mas- what?
Because I mean, I don't remember seeing that
It,
nomination.
I don't think it wasn't there. But
Okay.
Masahiko Minami, president and producer of Studio Bones, is the industry icon of the year. They don't say why, but he is.
Mhm. Well, congratulations. Uh,
Congratulations, Mr. Bones.
yeah, or
You're fucking
Minami Sensei or
everybody's sucking the dick
Minami-san.
of My Hero Academia.
Exactly.
Again, I love this show. It's just, come on now, people.
But to finalize this entire award series, you got to have Anime of the Year,
Yes,
and I'm actually kind of surprised about this one, to be honest with
because
you.
it was neither of our votes.
Yeah, exactly. Because we actually we had a hard we spent another 20 minutes just on this alone, and neither of those won. But kick us off, Jarron.
Dun 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 dun. Devilman Crybaby by Studio Science Saru won Anime of the Year. Now, we've talked about Devilman Crybaby a bit. I don't think Jomel's seen it yet. I've seen it. It's good. It's definitely good. I could see it winning Anime of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could place it over fucking Megalobox or fucking Violet Evergarden.
Yeah, that's
Or even a place further in the universe. Because even though I haven't
really?
seen
Oh
it,
yeah.
I just understanding what it's about and how its direction went. It's fucking.
I mean,
I don't know.
cause I don't know. We have to. I feel like I don't know how these are these are dissected. But again, it's probably because of a. I mean, I don't even think you can even do this as a popular vote.
You really can't because all of them are kind of niche.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, well, no, because I could also say that in terms of availability, both Megalobox and both Devilman Cryberry and Violet Evergarden were available on Netflix.
That is true.
So availability wise, I don't think that would have been an issue.
Right,
I don't
and then
know. This
people
is
definitely wouldn't have if they weren't into it. They wouldn't have gotten past episode 1.
Yeah. So I mean, I do want to give it its merits, just because like it's like unless you knew about the Devilman series already.
I definitely didn't.
I mean, I don't know how else it would have gone, but I'm actually quite impressed about. I mean, I'm surprised because I'm impressed about how it even got Anime of the Year. You know.
Hmm. Well,
So,
I mean, all right. So you have to. So I mean, outside of the scrubs that vote, there are still the judges.
right.
And I don't know. I'm not sure if they make the nominees or they also vote. But I understand why they would bring in Devilman Crybaby as a nominee because if you're supposed to be judging, you gotta watch or
Yeah.
be well versed in most of everything.
I mean, they did bring in the nominate. They did assemble the nominees. So.
Right. and then but it is strange that it won
Mm-hmm.
because again, if we're going about popularity, it's really good, but I just didn't expect a lot of people to watch it.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
purely didn't expect people to watch it.
So, I mean, and for people to vote on and for people to vote on it, like
Yeah,
it's fascinating. I don't know. I mean, uh, I mean personally, I mean, I don't mind it, but I would have preferred Violet Evergarden just because of the impact Violet Evergarden had as an individual series
right,
in terms of all of its elements as an individual series. And
right,
I wouldn't have even opposed to Melobox because of its you know individual characteristics of the entire series, or even the place for a place for the universe. I feel like a lot of these had those qualities.
right.
You know
And you know what? You know why it won, Jomel? What does
why?
Devilman Crybaby have that everyone else does? The demons
Uh,
win.
no,
Bam.
demons. Is that it, John? I
Was
mean,
that a spoiler? Because everyone's a demon. Ho ho. Even
oh,
the even the protagonist. Ho ho. You don't know. Ho 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 ho. I don't want to spoil it because it won Anime of the Year. I don't feel right spoiling it. I'll probably spoil it next fucking week because I'll forget. But
right.
it's worth a watch if you can sit through it, if you can stomach it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very interesting watch, very unique. I'll give
Yeah.
it that. So I can understand why it won. I wouldn't have picked it. I get it. Congratulations to Devilman Crybaby and it's fucking my mouth. Ow, Science Saru for winning for your anime Devilman Crybaby. Congratulations. Blow it out your ass.
Yep. And that was another year of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. That was for 2018, and I mean, next time we talk about this will be the 2019 Anime
That's right.
Awards will be next January.
Next to
So
January.
if
And
if
hopefully, we can just say right off the bat that Slime's gonna win Anime of the Year.
oh, I don't know. We're between Slime and Shield Hero at this point. For me personally,
It's
I'm kind of
people aren't
going with
gonna
those
pick
two.
Shield Hero because it's sexist.
Are you going with the controversies on
Yeah,
those?
that's why. The people aren't gonna vote for it because they're stupid.
Oh man. Well, I mean, we'll have to see. We've got a year. We've got a year for all of that to go by. But yeah, this is a relatively short episode. Just over an hour. We did want to go through because this was this is one of the big events for wannabes like us guys. Where we
Yeah,
judge and we judge others for judging because they're wrong.
yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I'm glad Crunchyroll started the God Jesus Christ. I'm gonna need another ibuprofen soon. I'm glad Crunchyroll started doing these. When did the Crunchyroll Anime Awards start? Was that 2012?
No, no,
No,
no.
it wasn't.
Nah, it was this. This is the third year,
This is the third.
so
Oh yeah,
yeah. 'Cause I remember the first year really well, just because what is it? Yuri and Ice won everything, practically everything during that year.
oh yeah, and everyone got pissed.
Yeah.
Because
Uh.
it's not necessarily because, well, maybe a little bit because people are homophobic, but also because one show shouldn't win so many spots.
And not just that, because they didn't actually implement like a judging system where they had judges, like other judges put nominations down. So last
Mm,
year was like the 2017 one was the first year where they implemented a judging system where they had known individuals within the community to put in their nominations for each category, and whatever the majority was put into. So it was a lot more objective
right.
in terms of production. And I mean, I'm glad that they're also following suit as well. Though I will have to like go get on top of Jarron's argument about having a lot of that go off of popular vote. So you know,
But again, it's almost impossible to stop it because again, people are lazy. We don't necessarily want to watch everything. For example,
mm-hmm,
I know last year, not when we talked about when we talked about 2018 the first time
mm-hmm.
in January, I said I was going to watch the movie so I can make a better educated guess. I didn't fucking watch the movies. Again, I knew I wasn't going to watch the movies as much as I wanted to. Like the
Mm-hmm.
movies I know are good. I really want to watch. fireworks. The My
Right.
Hero Academia movie, all of them, most of them. I don't care about Mazinger Z, but
This,
they're good. I know they are.
I mean, this is sort of like maybe my own just in 2 cents in this. Like maybe we can always maybe one year we can opt into a I don't know, like a judge's vote. You know what I mean? Like there's a public vote and then there's a judge's vote in terms of awards. Just
You
because,
mean
like,
you mean become a judge? You mean become relevant?
yes. I
Is
mean,
that what you're saying? Are you insinuating that
all I'm saying
people
is,
will value our opinions?
oh, I mean, hell, if we get invited to be judges to be part of that award, I mean,
I'll
I
blow
think
my load if we if we become. I'm fine, with our slowly growing our fan base, 100, 200 people following, downloading. We got 1,000, so it's probably like 1,500 downloads now. By
no,
now,
we only have 1,300.
1,300.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. It's
yeah, we went up
good.
100. We went up 100 from last week, so that's
Jesus
steadily rising.
Christ.
And we're already halfway. We're at 1350, so we're halfway to 400, 1,400 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just coming this upcoming week. So,
I mean, yeah, it's amazing, and I love it. I'm glad. I don't know who it is, but someone's listening.
yeah,
We got it's great. We wish you would interact with us more, but it's great that you're watching.
you're
But
listening.
like, I don't know how it handle being officially recognized.
You know, have a snow cone and go on with the rest of your day.
I mean, I guess, but like, no, see, because then they're gonna challenge me. I'm gonna have more people to fight,
I mean, you are kind of like putting yourself out there,
and that's
already as
fine,
it is.
and I'm ready. But I'm a shy boy. I might have strong opinions, and I know I'm right. But
Maybe we should set up one of those booths like Louder Crowder does. Your waifu's trash. Change my mind and
change my mind.
just set up in all the other cons, and that'll be where you can argue it up with people.
That would be fun. To be honest, like that's what we should do next. I've got some money now, so I'm planning. I'll have to see what happens during my spring break, because that's when I plan on visiting. So we might be able to do a face-to-face recording.
Oh, look at that! After like a year, literally about a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, we can probably do the drunk episode then as well.
We could.
Yeah, so we've been planning, we've been trying to plan this, drunken podcast episode for a year now. So we'll have to figure that out.
Right.
But we've been going on for a little bit, guys. I mean, this is a relatively short podcast, so shorter than what we're normally used to. But we did cover everything we wanted to cover without rambling off too much.
Right, that's true.
So
because we were about to.
Exactly, but I stopped us there just because I felt it. I felt the rambling touching my dick. Like no, Uncle, no.
Papa Chan.
But as always, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading us. And I just said before, we are at 1,300 total downloads. Again, we can't have done it without you guys. I still need to do more videos. We're doing better. Like I mentioned before, there is a new video uploaded to the WBA TV channel, which is the problem with Shield Hero is you. Because I'm challenging the people out there. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a hot topic. It's a hot take. I'm trying to what is it? I'm trying to ease in with the easy topics for right now. How to burst people's bubbles and say, "Hey, what's up? You're wrong." Pull in Jarron here and there.
Yeah. That's fine.
But were you able to say something, Jarron? I don't know. I feel like you were about to say something.
I feel like I was, but now I don't remember.
WBA TV.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Today we probably were gonna do the midway through our anime, midway through the season.
Oh yeah, but since the Crunchyroll Anime Awards happened this past weekend.
Yeah, so we definitely have to cover that. But look out for that next week.
Yes, definitely. That'll be our midway seasonal of winter 2019.
And guys, I know you definitely enjoyed Steven and Brian.
Okay.
Look out for the both of them coming onto the podcast soon.
Oh yes, of course.
At the same time, fucking fatal four-way, boys. Bunch of nerds, nerding up. You're gonna smell our sweat and patheticness from
I don't
Well, I
know.
guess not
Brian
fucking
actually.
Brian because he has a fucking girlfriend. Oh, look at me.
I mean, I think does Steven have one too? I don't know. I'm not
I don't know.
familiar with.
He didn't say it if he did. Fucking Brian over there fucking bragging.
You've already given him a normie badge as it is.
Re?
I mean, my girlfriend. Girlfriend. Just have a fucking meltdown live on the podcast. Yes, brilliant, Jarron.
Yep,
Just fucking brilliant.
That's what happens here. There's a strict ceremony that you have to do in order to have a girlfriend on this podcast. He did not do that ceremony.
Which is what? I'm not familiar with the ceremony.
It's a secret to only the Oni-chans of the world. That felt cringy to say. that all right, in the podcast.
All right.
Before I kill myself.
As always, guys, my name is Jomel Socorro.
My name is Jarron Gaddis.
And we are the Wannabe Boo Podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest gaming anime news, reviews, and waifus for life.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.